go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Masters Fantasy Football Podcast YouTube show. I am your host, The Doc. No Commish, no Dynasty Owl. It's draft season. So the Commish is busy at work. We're running drafts 12 noon to 12 midnight. As you can see, we got this lovely wood backdrop. This is where we're out here running drafts. And we decided to stop, right in the middle. We had a little dead time. Decided to stop and make this video about a certain J.K. Dobbins who just recently got hurt. But before I get into that, I will also say this is someone that's helping us draft this year. Evan, a good friend of ours, good friend of Dynasty Owls. He's helping us out with the drafts. That's pretty much it. But we're also, hopping him on to the YouTube show, having him give his takes. We actually got a couple of episodes coming with his redraft sleepers and Dynasty sleepers, so keep an eye out for those. They are A1, as the kids would say. Very good stuff. So, hello, Evan. Nice to see you. Nice to have you on the show here. Good to have you as a part of the Masters family here on YouTube.
Heck yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me here.
Absolutely. So, unfortunately, we start off Evan's career with the videos with unfortunate news. As I alluded to, J.K. Dobbins, just in the game that is happening right now, down with a knee injury. Was holding the knee, needed help, carried off, and then they put him on the cart and took him the rest of the way. Never good when the cart's brought out, that for sure. And we watched the video here too before the episode started, and it doesn't look good, I can say that for sure. But what I can't say for sure is that he's done for the year. I don't know that that's the case, but it does not look good. So with that in mind, quick thoughts. First thing that comes to your mind here, Evan, what are you thinking about this? Very unfortunate thing.
Yeah, my first thought is naturally prayers up for J.K. Dobbins, man. He was kind of somebody that I think a lot of fantasy owners and a lot of just fans of the NFL in general thought he was kind of poised to have kind of a breakout year here. I thought Harbaugh was going to give him the keys to kind of drive the thing, be the true number one running back. He showed so many flashes last year. He showed he could be a pretty effective running back, just in normal football-wise, but also fantasy. And it's just really unfortunate for, J.K. and even the people that already drafted J.K. in their drafts.
Right, and now this is possibly the second running back we lose in a week, as Travis Etienne went down earlier this week with that midfoot surgery. So 2 young running backs that we expected a lot of. I mean, again, not for sure on Dobbins yet, but it's looking like there's a good chance he might miss the season, which is very brutal. But, as always, the show goes on, the season will go on, which means somebody's got to take J.K. Dobbins' role. I like Gus Edwards to be that man, even though I think they would also bring in a vet. But what are your thoughts on Gus Edwards, Evan?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Gus Edwards. I think pretty much everyone here at Masters, or at least that we've talked to, is a Gus Edwards believer. He's got a lot of talent. He's been there for how many years? Probably 2-3-ish years, and he knows the offense. He's obviously a guy that the Ravens trust to give a lot of carries and a decent amount of touches per game in that second running back position. I think this is going to be his real opportunity to step up and really show everybody what he can do, and I think he takes advantage of that.
I do too. Yeah. I expect big things from Gus Edwards. Where do you think you could see yourself draft? Say J.K. Dobbins does indeed go out for the year, and say they add a guy like Todd Gurley, which I think is probably a realistic possibility, just to get another body in there. Where would you draft Gus Edwards?
See, yeah, that's an interesting question. It's kind of hard for me to visualize without seeing it in front of me.
Right.
But I almost would take him this is kind of crazy to say, probably anywhere from 4th to 6th rounds, just because I think the Ravens, the production that comes out of the running back position on the Ravens offense is just always been so good.
Right. So. And I think, this is a guy too that I had rostered on a couple of redraft teams just because even last year, he was really good and he produced even with Dobbins. I thought realistically they both were going to have a role with Dobbins kind of being the lead man, but Gus Edwards is going to be a threat on the goal line. That's always huge. And now, you would think his targets are going to go up and his touches in general are going to go up. So that's a big opportunity for Gus Edwards, and I don't think he's going to squander that opportunity. So I agree with you. I think 4th, 6th round is realistic for a starting running back. And I also think this kind of bumps Lamar's stock up a little bit too. I just think, they were probably going to try and lighten his load a little bit, but I got to think this is going to put a little more stress on him. They're probably going to have to run him a little bit more as well. So that's some upside for Lamar as well from this situation.
Yeah, I like that take too, because I think when something like this happens, when like a lead running back goes down,
right,
people don't necessarily think of the Lamar factor. I think that does add value to his fantasy stock, but like I'm saying now is I don't think people really think of that. And one thing I would like to add is I think the Ravens are kind of like a next man up team, kind of organization.
Right.
They have their guys at the starting positions, but they also trust their guys that are second, third string.
Yeah.
So I think adding like a guy like Todd Gurley,
I don't think it would hurt.
I don't think it hurts Gus much. I think he still gets the majority of the carries. You don't even. Obviously, whoever they add is an unknown, and everything like that. So, I don't think I can't really see a free agent coming in and really hurting Gus Edwards' stock.
Yeah. I totally agree. And again, unfortunate news. We thought we'd come out and give you a little update as we we're in between drafts here. But honestly, now's probably a good time to come run a draft because Gus Edwards is about as cheap as he's ever going to be for the rest of the draft season now. So.
Yeah.
Definitely something you'll want to do. As always, plenty of leagues for you to join. As I said, noon to midnight. We're running them all day long until the season starts. I'm sure there's anything you can want possibly from your draft. We've got it for you. Time, price points, all that stuff. Anything you could want, we've got it all. So come join the Masters family. Sign up for a draft. Leave a comment. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I think that's it.
That's all I got.
We'll see you next time, folks. Bing.